Sasa atikuna mafani just makala ati kamera sio tunazungukaje ati this is Katie kuna iko na legi music iko hivi drums boom good evening I'm Bobo Ivo nina cheese
The story is, by the way, you see what I'm telling you? This city has the motto, value on value. And that's what one of the things that I like saying about this city. I think the reason why you see I'm not running into media. It's not coincidental.
There's a reason.
The dots always connect.
Right.
And now I even want to understand. Now tell me now about school. Because school is a very pivotal place. You begin to meet people outside of your home environment and engage with them.
Yeah. So, I'm born very smart. Nilingia sikumaliza class 1. By second time nikasukuma class 2.
Ulikuwa unafanya hivi?
Nilikuwa tu wewe. So Buddha I guess no Buddha alikuwa sharp kwa watu. So but things changed when he left. And so And I think my confusion in life started when I was in school. Not knowing who I was started really. Buddha lipochemoka. So the older I grew,
father figure had gone.
Yeah. So here's the thing. My mom, and to an extent, some of my brothers, used to say. So whenever I would do badly in school, kila mtu seti lazima kuwa na mahali kila mahali. So whenever I would drop my grades, they would use that. Una fail Buddha na yenda alikuwa favorite. So from a young it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah?
That's heavy.
Yeah. So I struggled. Imagine, so it's a funny thing. An A student or rather would have scored highly in my CPE, but was arrested because everyone kept throwing that at me. My mom. So kama niko number 6, nije number 9. Vita.
Unafail Buddha.
Umemfail. Sasa pale yuko angalia vile unacheza hivyo. It was bad for a young when I think about. So you can imagine for a young guy it was a struggle. I will not lie about it. It was a struggle. And so every time my character in pleasing people started when I was young. Because I wanted validation from my mom and my brothers. So every time I would score,
you present your
validation, and life would be fine. And then back to school, and then back to my challenges. And I would never, to this day, I don't know why math, which used to be my favorite, became not my favorite. I couldn't get it. I loved sciences. In fact, the funny thing is I actually passed in sciences, but barely. I love sciences, but it was a struggle because I needed validation, and when I would fail kidogo, it's baka vita. It was bad.
I get it.
So it started from that, and so the only good thing that, and even when I was playing basketball, and I love basketball. I started playing basketball when I was in Standard 2. When I was Standard 2. 7 years old. That was my escape, because I was very good in basketball until I got to Form 4, and I was in the school team, and I was a captain. Again, we lost the game, and I can't tell you which relative of mine was there, and back to square one again. Because they said, this thing became a... so it became a thing. It became a thing, so, and even when, unajua ni kawaida, lose game, lose game.
Yes.
But that's the way, unajua katika game, tupa shot, imehata, the way somebody looks at you, you assume, I failed. Na peke tu get to, mazi Jimmy, iyo. But mimi nachukua, mazi nimefail watu. And that's how I grew up.
Yo, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Jimmy, that's a lot, man.
I always tell guys, never figure yourself out when you're 48. Because that's when I figured myself out.
What?
So can you imagine what my life...
No.
So all this time when I'm building people's careers...
You're winging it.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I went through a lot as an artist.
Wait, we'll get
there.
So, in fact,
I'll explain that. Yeah.
Let me...
Sorry, I love this grips.
Don't eat as much. So on CT, I say you never really know people until you take time out to get to know people.
Yeah.
Here, everybody is thinking Jimmy superstar, Kina. They're thinking the accolades, but I like knowing the person.
Because if I tell you where I took acting seriously,
yeah, don't worry. That's what I'm telling you, most. We're no rush. In this period of primary into high school, for you, I can even bunch them together.
Yeah.
In this period of school,
yes,
before further education, yes. Is media, are you thinking about in my career?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Let's break it down.
So,
the Butel guys.
Which was very funny. So there was a raft of presenters on television. Norbert Okare.
So first and foremost, what TV station is there?
VOK, Voice of Kenya. Voice of Kenya.
This is what year?
This is now 1970, perhaps 70. So you're looking at 77, 78, 79.
Okay.
So I'm looking, you know.
You have a TV at home?
Yeah, black and white television, you know. A color television came much later. I don't even think it came when I was there, really. Or I can't remember. Because I moved out when I was 23.
Okay.
No, first I moved out when I was 17. Long story.
Kareba.
And then when I was really coming to 23. And then I just...
One station?
It was one. So TV used to start at 4
p.m.
4 p.m.
Between midnight and 4 p.m. there's nothing.
Between midnight and 4 p.m. there's nothing. Shh. Signal testing. Inawashwa saa 10, inazimwa saa 10, saa 4. Ama saa 6 kama. Yes. Yeah, movies. Yeah. Hivyo. Kutoka ati videos, they're not video ati DVDs of VHS. VHS came later.
Early 80s.
$6 Million Man is the one I remember. That was 1980 something.
Okay. So
that's how it
with
worked.
This TV, content ilikuwa na 4 p.m.
Yes, please remember. Until KTN came. And I could be wrong, maybe somebody can correct me. Until KTN ilikuja, TV ilikuwa inaanza saa 10 inasimwa. Saa 5:30. Kwanza nisani isi ni watoi. Ikifika news saa 3. Hey, boss, you're in school tomorrow.
Go to bed.
Yeah. And saa zingine just to whatever to make us work hard in school. Your favorite comedy show, kina Red Fox, kina Sanford and Son, those kina Good Times. You're told, you're not watching, you did do well in your maths. End up kufanya homework.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's do this TV thing. Who are the presenters? What are you listening?
Norbert Okare, Daniel Gatei, Raphael Tuju. There were many.
This is on KBC.
On KBC, man, those guys, kwanza, the suit, alafu, kwanza Norbert Okare had a deep voice, you know. Good evening, this is Norbert Okare on KBC. Mina cheki na cheese. What? So of course, as I told you, unapata nyuma TV, jamaa yuko wapi? Such things. And that's why I love physics.
Yes.
Because I was just into how things work. So kuna siku nikafungua hiyo TV maze sipati ucha.
For real.
Ile tugo ingine. Ile Kenya kwa kaombo. Anyway. Tukiwa la bro.
And when we say they're presenters, what are they presenting on?
News.
Presenters ilikuwa tu news.
So, alafu unajua si ati kuna, imagine this is a black and white television. Yeah? So nyuma tu kuna logo ya VOK. That's it. Sasa ati kuna mafurniture si makala ati camera sio tunazungukaje. Ati this is KTN. Kuna ilikuwa na legi. News ilikuwa hivi. Drums. Boom. Good evening, I'm Bogo. Ivo. Nina change. So I remember when I was doing, they're called what? They call them career and whatever. I can't remember what they're calling them back in the day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And I remember, I'll never forget this. I'm like, though I love physics, clearly I'm not good at it. So, JK, Then I saw broadcasting. Wait, what's this? What? And naturally, all of us in the family, sisi ni wanoma sana wa kuchora. Brother yangu Nyosha anaweza kuangalia hivi akuchora in 15 minutes. Akucheki tu hivi na kwa mnapiga tu story hivi. I don't know if he does that these days, but yeah. So I had two choices. So architecture, kuchora.
Yes.
And those days, because I think I had an uncle who was an architect. It was either mwalimu, daktari, lawyer. That was, yeah. Architecture is a chora. Lakini unaona hii podcast. It was tempting hivyo. So that was in Sana 7 when I was going to Form 1. Yeah. Then again, when
so you didn't pick it?
I did.
You picked it?
Yeah, I did. But I wasn't called to, because so I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So 4th form again, and this time in 4th form I picked it.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, I want to do this. This is where I feel. Now, bear in mind, I am not in drama school. I'm not in drama club. I wasn't in drama club in school at all.
Music.
Z.
Buddha.
Z.
Nothing.
Me kwanza nilikuwa mtu wa literature. I remember when I dropped literature, our literature teacher was Mrs. Ngugi. I don't know if she's still alive. Come, she is. I told her, Miss, I'm dropping literature. Alilia.
What?
And I never understood why. I'm like, left evil. So I drama, plays.
Basketball too.
Bako, brother. I love those days. Oh, so something came up in 85. From 84 to 85, breakdance. Boss, nilikuwa.
From the movie Breakdance?
Kwanza ilianza na movie Beats. So much show connected to a Soul Train. The show on television, on KBC. At that time I did become KBC, I think so. Called Soul Train. So actually breakdance was introduced in 84 by a show on television called Soul Train. And then
it was like our version of MTV.
Yes.
Where
yes.
What would happen on the show? People would come and dance.
Yeah, even artists, and then guys would dance. I'm thinking, pop locking, what are these guys doing? You know, robotics. I'm like, what? Then came the movie in 85 called Breakdance.
Yeah.
Quisha. And I dominated. I was good at it.
First of all, Jimmy, dance, you see, even so now it's cuckoo. I mean, it's not even cuckoo dance, it's this car. But dance is always a youth thing.
It is.
So now this time as a young guy, your style is breakdance.
14, 15 years old.
Aha. So
something has come up that I'm very good at it. That I get validation for.
Oh,
so, are you seeing what I'm saying?
That's deep.
You see what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Because you go so quickly in life, and especially for a young guy.
And your dad's not there.
You go so ndio mtu akupatie direction. Tu ni watu wakijisikia kupatia direction, wakijisikia kupiga wakijisikia kutumia, you know. And like I said, my older brothers didn't know any better. Yeah, so siwezi ati wa blame ati
even then their father is not there.
Hey, brother. Unaona? But it's also, I don't know if my mom, yeah, I mean, then of course, it can introduce my demon, I could notice. Allah, my demon, I notice. You know, stuff like that. And you know, ukionekana academ, unapigwa womba. So again, unarudi pale chini. So what am I supposed to do, man? You know what I mean? But I was good at it. In fact, now with the music.
What music are you listening to? Who
this is
who
at that time.
Breaking dance?
Yeah. Grandmaster Melomel. Shalama, Kwanzaa, there was Jody Watley, Howard Hewitt, what was the guy? Jeffrey Daniels. And you know, here's a funny thing. And by the if there are any guys who grew up during my time, will attest to this. The first guy I saw doing the moonwalk was Jeffrey Daniels.
Not an MJ.
No!
MJ popularized
the first time I saw, so MJ...
Jackson 5 that time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that time, was it? No, it wasn't Michael Jackson. It was Jeffrey Daniels. maybe videos will go later. You know, the albums will be released of videos because now by 85, color television has come up. VHS has come. VHS came when I was still in primary. Like in kuja. And I guess the first time people saw Michael Jackson do the moonwalk was. Maybe hapa Kenya tulipata baadaye. I don't know, maybe that could be it. But there's a way Jeffrey Daniels used to do the moonwalk. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so and then I became very good at the moonwalk. You know what I mean? So, but bado kuna hiyo haujijui bado.
And where are you dancing? In school? In
school, mtaani.
Okay, nice.
Mwana battles. Angara, there's a guy, there was actually a family of the brothers, the two brothers and one cousin of theirs. Michael Muhato. Sasa the moves he taught me, no one could do it. Mpaka sasa siongeo sorry tunacheka. Alafu kuna brother yake alikuwa seria kwa anaitwa Robert Mula. Sasa Robert ndo alikuwa anafanyia muno kama ya Jeffrey Daniels. Boss. Alafu alikuwa cool. So let me tell you the first time the first time my brothers rained on me, Vita, is when they thought I went to
hang. To the hanging. To visuals.
To visuals. Walipojua where I went. And I told them when I got married. Yeah, I can't say that story.
We know it.
It was crazy. But yeah, I mean.
So dancing is where you get affirmation.
Yes.
And you're good at it.
And I'm very good at it.
But what I'm hearing, this media thing.
Yeah. So it's heading there. So and then again.
Just a quick question before you go on.
Yeah.
Female wise, all the TV presenters you've mentioned, all sound like males. All are males. Was there any females?
Squeeze? Yes.
That you can remember?
Esther Dagala, she was a woman. It was Esther Dagala. There was another lady who used to be a professor. What was her name? So there's a show called not Professional View. Was it Professional View? Yeah. Where Muteginjao, who later became my mentor when we were doing interviews. There was this professor. They would put ministers on the spot.
Oh, nice.
I was like, who are these guys? So the funny thing, of course you can't say, so those shows were considered boring. Because they were interviewed, Mamboleo. Those are the shows that I used to watch. Kisiri. So guys are watching Ukoma comedy.
Yeah, you're watching Mamboleo?
Yeah, because I'm like, God, the way they were talking, the way they were dressing in suits, and they've got their stuff. They're asking tough questions. These guys can't answer. I'm thinking.
And this guys, let's make clear, this is a boy era.
I'm how old? I'm 12, 13.
Yo.
Kisiri, no one knew. No one. But sometimes you're watching, me I'm watching Dunia Wiki Hii. I used to enjoy it because it was information. I'm like, how do these guys know what's happening outside Kenya? Wanajuaje?
From an international perspective, just hey Jimmy, you're such a wealth of info. I have to check myself. So, for example, there's a generation that's watching this that I'm trying to pay. What you're talking about is about how we used to get content.
Yes.
So, for example, now.
Yes.
Local shows.
Yes.
Let's give some local shows that you are watching.
Okay.
Let's talk about also then how international shows were you watching? You brought up something insane. You've talked about So let's start with local shows.
Okay, so local shows.
And what were they?
Yeah. There was so let me start with the usual. There was Mamboleo. Mamboleo was your now interview shows. Current affairs.
Okay. The Jeff Koinanges.
Yes. Oh yes. So yeah. So Jeff Koinanges JKL Live is a product of Mamboleo in the 70s, in the 60s, 70s. And then there was Dunia Wiki Hii. Dunia Wiki Hii was a roundup of events that happened locally and internationally. So for me, the intrigue was, how did they know what was happening in the States? How are they getting this? Vivo.
Oh, that's such a good question.
Yeah.
There's no internet.
There was no internet. There was no mobile phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no, it was just newspaper.
Yes. And newspaper at that time is what? What newspapers are there by then?
Daily Nation Standard. Only.
Peke.
Na Taifa Leo, I think.
That's it.
It's here badai. Because Kenya Times came when Moi became the president. So Kenya Times came 79 huko.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Okay, Mambo Leo,
Mambo Leo,
Dunia Wiki.
Dunia Wiki. Okay.
Roundup of what's happening.
And then there was what was the kids show called? What was the kids program called? There's a kids program called some whatever. Wasn't very I didn't think it was interesting.
Yeah.
But there was Joy Bringers.
That's now where local music.
So local music was called Jiburudisheni. Good. Jiburudisheni. Live bands. And then in those shows they had like big bands like Osibisa. Like I remember even did Manu Dibango ever come to Kenya? I remember seeing Harry Belafonte there.
Hey bro.
Jiburudisheni was the ace, bro. With live bands and all. No, but hey, no videos, No videos.
It's live.
It's live.
Because the KBC studios were top of the range.
Boss, what are you saying? It was KBC studios. Oh my goodness. And then there was one time we went on a school trip to KBC studios. Remember, these are subtle things.
Yep.
Either I become a doctor, a lawyer, or an architect. At broadcasting. The hell is that?
Whoa.
So silence.
Oh, you're not telling anyone?
No.
You're just internalizing.
Until my brother Tony joined KBC. And I was like, what?
Kuna gap.
Kuna gap.
It's
My
possible.
brother, and he's, yeah.
And mom won't
No.
panga.
Yeah. I'm like, what? He's in KBC.
Okay, to back to these shows.
Dunia Wiki. Joy Bringers was a gospel show. A local gospel show where Kina Kasangamulo. Is it called Kasangamulo? Kasanga.
The Kasangas.
Yeah, the Kasangas came from Joy Bringers. Yeah. So and then from there, there was
radio.
Radio was massive. Oh my, radio was. So there was.
Ama tumaliza TV kwanza.
What are smoke zingine?
Okay, international.
So international shows.
International shows on TV. What was that?
Good Times. Good Times.
How do you say Sanford and Son?
So yeah, Sanford and Son. Those are the ones I can remember when I was older.
Okay.
There were many shows even when I was like 4 or 5. I guess I was too young to remember.
I hear you.
But the ones I remember, Sanford and Son, Good Times, Solid Gold. Jeez. Solid Gold was like now my shows like that. Like I don't know, like was it like 10 no, not 10 over 10. Was like what? Which show is like that now? Where you've got local stuff, where you've got local live performances and video and no, they're not videos, just live performances and playback. That was Solid Gold.
So the musicians would sing on the show. But these are international shows.
Yeah, these are international shows. Yeah, kabisa. Okay. And so because of the hunger that people had, because now I'm thinking, hey, this music, because funny enough, my first love was actually Lingala. I love Lingala. But my music was guided by my brother, Tony. So my brothers were DJs. Ralph was a DJ, Tony was a DJ. But Tony was very influential in terms of my music journey.
I get it.
Yeah. And he was a very flamboyant DJ. And so when alipojoin KBC, one time akasema amepatiwa chance ya kucheza show ya John Obongo. John Obongo then.
Radio.
Yeah, radio.
Okay. So okay, let's move.
Yours for the asking. I was trying to remember that name. Yours for the asking.
So this on radio, first of all, it is only KBC English service.
Only.
There's no BBC.
No.